A minute to go for Ranti, but he's got to be more clinical in his possession. He's got to be careful with his tackles.
We've seen him many times on Eurogoals at Feguli. That's a move to Spain. He's been there for 5 years now. Leaving Grenoble. Scored, remember, in the World Cup opener against the Belgians. There is goals all over the field in this Algerian team. Now Mahrez to deliver. Everybody got in advance of the South African back four on the last set play that was played in from the opposite side of the field. They've got to be very careful here that they don't get caught. Look at the position of Feguli. If they can get it back across the area, maybe to him. And that's harmlessly into the arms of Keat, and that is a disappointment. What a throw that is by Keat. Very nearly landing at the feet of Vilakazi, but he still gets it, Vilakazi. And Vala switched through the middle. There he is, moving back out to his wing position. And Goulam with the interception. Now let's throw again. Brahimi holding off Verman. And the confidence will have taken a real surge through the veins of the captain, Verman, as he leads his team for the very first time in a major competition. Jali. Lachwea. Nothing wrong with going long if you can measure the pass right, and he has now. Ranti, can he keep it in? He's going to let it go for a corner kick. Good move, because there was no support up with him. This will be a chance now to get Lachwea forward.
Well, the last corner Algeria defended, I thought they gave a penalty away, a clear penalty with a very, very high foot. The clearance from Slimani. Let's just see how they defend this. It's not zonal marking, it's more man for man. Somebody on the near post, somebody in the space on the edge of the 6-yard box, opposite the near post.
What an injury is that Kurtzer, who's down. Didn't see the incident. But what a time in his young playing career it's been over the last few months. And he looks to be in some distress here. Gourcuff knows that there is significant expectation from him and his team. That is the end, I think, it seems, for Kurtzer. And it's going to be a very early change here for South Africa.
I'm not sure whether it's an injury, Tim, or whether he's just not feeling very well. You know, they're not trying to treat any part of his legs or his body. Just wondering whether he's just feeling the effects of the the stress, and
they've lost Madoho, and that's Polonyane as well is also out. Now, is this going to be a recoverable situation, or is this going to... No, it isn't. It's going to need an immediate substitution. They can't afford to stay light at the back here, not with this team that they're facing up against.
Yeah, we can see he's got a nice pack on his right knee, so somewhere down the line he's twisted his right knee. Let's hope it's nothing too serious and that he's back in time to enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Alapo, I think that is, who's just about to come on. Corner comes across, he got in the head of Nakonga. Well, after a shaky start where they could barely get any possession of the ball, it is Nalapo who's going to come on here. Again, another of the home base players, and he isn't exactly flush with experience at international level either. He's only played 3 times for the national team.
Into the deep end.
But got a bit more club experience, the 26-year-old. Well, what a shame for Kurtzer. the B. Yeah, it's definitely packed with... he's getting that ice pack out onto that knee. There's Jali.
It's a little bit bobbly, the pitch as well. We just saw the pass from Jali there, just take a bit of an awkward pop along the ground.
Sahelice gives it away to Jali again. There's the turn from Villacassi. 11 there is Madlaba, but he was standing on ceremony there. Feghouli in possession now. Well, the one thing he does possess, though, Madlaba, he's got the pace to get back with him. No free run for him. Mandy is up in support here. Mandy into Brahimi. Not seen anything of really is Bentaleb in this game so far.
No, he's holding the shape to the midfield, I think. Bentaleb, letting everybody else do the glory work.
There is Brahimi playing for the French at under 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and under 21 level. He actually made 53 appearances for the French at youth level.
Crikey.
And actually scored on his international debut as a 16-year-old against Germany. Not a bad place to start. There's Nakonga. Now, there's been a bit of reorganisation here. Nakonga has come across from the right-back position. So Nolapo, it appears, has gone over to take over that position. Mandy, number 12 unbeaten since Sheikhs Majaba resumed his control of this national team. There's Feghouli.
Keeps his width well down this side of the pitch, Feghouli. Likes to play right on the touchline. It's nice, create space for other people.
Feghouli again, just lost his balance. That wasn't a free kick. Well, it didn't look like it, he just looked as if he'd slipped.
Not for me. Never in a million years.
Just got a little disjointed, the game here. It's not going Algeria's way at the moment. The sheer work rate, oh, that's really not a good yellow card.
No, the referee's sort of getting a little bit carried away with himself, if you don't mind me saying. He's liking the sound of his own whistle a bit too much.
Now let's have a look. Maybe we're doing him a disservice here. Absolutely nothing in that, was there?
No, there is contact made, but not every bit of contact.
Well, it is a contact.
Warrants a foul. You know, you are allowed to touch people. That was not enough to make Feghouli hit the deck.
Well, it will be, if they score this, it will be a real injustice for South Africa.
Well, if that's a foul, Tim, then we've got to start calling it a non-contact sport soon,
well,
haven't we?
They're going to get to the end of this if anything comes of this, and it's not arrived just yet. Medjani is in there. So too, I think Halice's made his way forward there as well. Got to be careful of is the second phase, and that ball comes out to the edge of the penalty area. Feghouli is taking up positions right on the edge of the area. Now he's beginning to make a little run in there now. Mane's making the move here. Oh, again, that's a dreadful delivery. Well, he's not found his range with a couple of these. Scored his first international goal as recent as October the 14th against Malawi. He's also scored against Ethiopia as well. Villacassi gives away the free kick as well. Too many stoppages here in this game.
Yeah.
It's lacking the free-flowing movement we've seen in every other game so far. Kept in play by Feghouli. He's taken it out. Whistle goes again. Wow, this referee from the Ivory Coast. I think Madlaba. Or down by Brahimi.
They've got a little bit scrappy the game at the moment.
Well, he said that they'd suffered no real hangover, the Algerians, after the World Cup. Mandy, qualification was achieved with little in the way of stress. It would be a surprise to see this type of performance coming in on the opening day, because he's sure that they will be prepared enough not to have underestimated South African team. They'll have read what's being said by the coach coming into this competition about how confident they were that they could do a job here. Bentaleb.
Yeah, Bentaleb there complaining to the referee that the throw-in hadn't actually gone onto the field of play before it came onto the field.
Another player, Bentaleb, who played with the youth of France, debut for their under-19s. This is Ranti. Space on the overlap if they can get it to Manisa. Mandy is first to the ball to try and spread the play, but again Furman closes down quickly. Lassen, nicely weighted ball, nicely laid off as well. Guellem coming over the halfway line into the field of Brahimi, but again it's too many passes and it gives the South bodies back behind the ball, and that again was a very poor ball from Brahimi.
But Algeria have that solid shape, two midfield players in front of the two centre halves, so it gives them a nice solid four. You've got Majani and Haliche, the two centre halves, and in front of Leb and Lassen. So it's a solid four, and that doesn't really move, that doesn't get disrupted.
It's Matlaba into Nakonga. South African ball. Drawn 1, lost 4 of the last 5 AFCON games since that incredible game against Ivory Coast back in the quarters in 2010. This is where they can cause a bit of damage. They've got Manisa waiting in the penalty if they can get this across, which they can't. Goal kick given. Just overrunning it this time, Ranti. But the pace is a cause for concern for that back four of Algeria.
Yeah, an ideal position just around the edge of the 18-yard box. Explosive pace, good feet. Just overhit the final touch. You know, you have to be so careful as a defender when you face somebody with that amount of pace.
Feghouli, Isa was in there, Slimani leaves it. Feghouli again, Brahimi wide of him, Feghouli up to Marez, gets blocked off again. Good recovery coming in from Matlaba, but he loses out though this time. Bentaleb, Slimani looking for something to feed on. There he is, Slimani making the jump. There was a call then from I don't know who, but I tell you what, Furman got that wrong, and he could really have paid a hefty price for it as well in the end. Mandy's shot over the bar.
Yeah, it's a good challenge, aerial challenge here, right on the penalty spot. They just lose play, as you say, you've got to get that block in. Difficult shot to get on target from the height that he was bouncing.
Five here is Jali. Delapo. Good jump by Haliche. Furman. The up and under forward, looking to see if they can get a knock on towards Ranti. Test out that defence again. Another free kick given away. Cumbersome play by Furman, but he does a job there. Just holds the play up. Is Feghouli. Where to go for Feghouli?
Yeah, just run out of options. A little bit tight to this right flank where he likes to play.
Describe it as a surprisingly listless, almost lifeless 40 minutes almost that's been played here by Algeria. We're just waiting for them to burst into action. There's Brahimi. Is this going to be the moment? Slimani, Brahimi. There's Gualan. Mahrez into Brahimi again. Slimani. Again, it's broken up easy. Jali was the player that won it. Only got to get one of those wrong, and Ranti will nip in, and he could embarrass them.
Yeah, I think Algeria have to use the width of the pitch a little bit more. They have to play from side to side a little bit quicker than they are doing. To keep it down the central areas, it's quite easy for South Africa to nullify their attacks.
Golem into Brahimi again.
It's got to come down this near side of the pitch now. They've got to bring the right flank into play.
Which they're going to try and do. This is Mandy, but he showed way too much of that to Matlaba. Nobody there to pick it back up again. Lassen. Brahimi, good challenge there from Furman again. This is Fala who's back defending. Furman doesn't really look, just gets it up to the halfway line in. I hope that Ranti is in the general vicinity of where that is. Flatchwell. Jali. Got an overlap here and a bit of space for Maniisa to run into. Want to time that ball right. He very nearly did. Vilakazi. Mandy.
See the two central midfield players there for Algeria, sitting very solid in front of the two centre halves.
Good jump that was by Latchway. Manisa's racing through the middle. It's all about the decision making in those situations. Now they got Matlava here. Now can he cut inside and have a shot maybe? Matlava looking to go for the return. Good turn, they're in here. Great bit of goalkeeping that is by Mboli. Fantastic. Vilakazi looked as if he was favourite to slot that in, but give credit to Mboli in the Algeria goal there.
How Mboli got his hands on that ball, I don't know. I was waiting to see it come out the other side of the 6-yard box and somebody roll it into the back of the net. Came out quickly, came out bravely. Did very well indeed. Bailed Algeria out of a lot of trouble there.
Mahrez is going to have a go himself here. And he just, in the end, brings it about 4 or 5 metres wide. But here's that move again.
Yeah, good little step inside, nice turn. Moves away from the goalkeeper, and I thought he was away from him completely then, but good play from Mboli. Gets both hands on the ball. Very good play.
Well, they've had the better chances here in this first half, South Africa. There's Maniisa into Vilakazi again. Now Ranti is on the overlap and he's onside then. He's back again though to Maniisa. Ranti, Vilakazi, they're all there. Also up is Jali. Jali is in here now. Jali, can he cut it back and shoot? He can. And Mboli is there to clear it. And Mahrez clears or puts a bit more depth on it, can't get it completely away. Mali on the overlap, and again South Africa knocking on the door. Jali, what a great run that was, and nobody picked him up.
No, very good football. Terrific run into the box, picked out very nicely. Again by Maniisa. It's this little delicate ball. But from here, he's gone for the near post. Tried to squeeze it in the tight side of the goalkeeper, hoping that he's going to sell himself and dive early. And again, Mboli stood strong, stood upright. Another very, very good save from the goalkeeper. That's three terrific saves in this first half, and they should have had a penalty, South Africa.
This is Nolapo. On the jump again, Mejani. Free kick given away by Lassen. Should have played for the Italians, Lassen. His mother was Italian. Slachweo. Final few minutes of the first half. We should get possibly 2 minutes of additional time to cover for the injury and loss of Kurtzer. But this South African team have grown hugely in confidence after they were almost caught in the headlights in the opening 10 minutes here. Algeria into Bentaleb. Mandy into Feghouli, but again he showed too much of it. Dangerous game to play again, giving it away. Back to Feghouli. Slimani waiting in the penalty area. Can Feghouli get a cross in toward him? He can. See that Mahrez was just lurking in behind him as well.
He did well there for Feghouli to get the ball into the 18-yard box. Good defending from the two South African centre halves.
It's Nalapo then with the throw-in. Up in the air from Mahrez. Forward by Bentaleb into Brahimi. Brahimi held up there by Jali. Feghouli with his arm raised if they can drop it into him. There's Slimani. He was falling all over the place then. He just couldn't get his feet right. Barely spoken about Slimani, the Sporting Lisbon forward. As we said, he's having a decent enough season in the Portuguese league with the Sporting Lisbon, who've picked up a little bit in recent weeks. Good jump again, Algeria. Down to Furman, who came so very close with that thunderous shot off the underside of the bar. And Algeria sees it go out. He'll be very pleased indeed with the opening 45 minutes. Not so him. He knows that there is better to be seen from this Algerian team with the talents that it has at its disposal.
I think Mashaba will be disappointed that they've not got a goal in front by half-time. Like I said, a couple of very good chances.
Feghouli into La Seine. This is Bentaleb. And that is the final kick of the first half. Good first half this has been. Well, it was the favourites, Algeria, who dominated the opening 10 minutes. South Africa could barely get any possession of the ball, but they grew steadily in confidence toward the end of the first half. They created the better chances and will be very disappointed they're not leading at the half-time interval. It is Algeria 0, South Africa 0. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will look back at that first half as well as the goals from Ghana, Senegal.